I just thought this looked so comic booky. This guy. Doesn't he? Straight up American drawing. I went from 0 to 100 real quick. And only asked a question. That's a sweet cutscene. Never hurts to save. You missed it, Mike. There was this huge problem with the motorcycle minigame. There was no frame limiter. And it was running at like 200 FPS. And actually, maybe more. It was completely unplayable and it ended in, I don't know, 15 seconds, and everybody died except Cloud. I've never lost that game before. Nothing really happens. You've probably never lost it either. Nothing really happens. It's just two of your party members against that roller boss start at 1 HP. And when he comes moling in, you know, he like comes up behind you and slams into you. He missed the two people that were at 1 HP, so actually went pretty well. Makes you wonder why I ever tried in that game. But I gotta check that, because if other minigames that are rendered like that, like snowboarding and the submarine and stuff, like the submarine you get game over if you lose that, so I have to figure out what happened, or if I can put some kind of limiter on, even like a false limiter, turn up the internal resolution to like 20,000 pixels or something so it goes crazy. And Sephiroth began reading books. He learned his alphabet, and he read and read. Plant Man. See Cloud's little portrait's different when he's young. I want a power wrist. Plant Man. His drum rolls are so good. Plant Man. I want to meet that guy and just see how successful he is in life. Because he's probably wicked funny. So Curtis, have you given any thought to like layouts and stuff? He's probably dead. Oh my god. I never even gave that any thought, man. That's terrible. I never even thought for like 1 second that that was something that could have happened. Plant Man knows what the plants will go. Well, your audience might. This is the worst layout I ever did because it was my first one. But you should see like my Wings of V. Look how nice this looks. I'll switch it up. Check this shit out. This is my Final Fantasy VII one, obviously. I have Zero Ninja. Thanks for the follow. Certainly appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. This is the Final Fantasy VII one I did, and then I have a Diablo 3 one, which I'm never ever gonna use here, and then I have a Pokemon one, which I haven't been using much lately. And then my Wings of V is my newest one, which I'm particularly proud of. I think that looks pretty fly. Probably not though. Look at this detail though. Her little staff, I changed the opacity so that it wouldn't interrupt the game really. And this box is like a perfect 1080 ratio. If you want me to make layouts for you, I can. Cause after I made this one, I just kind of made it a template. You just got to kind of figure out like the aspect ratios of the games you want, and I don't know. It's not required or anything, but I think it makes it look kind of nifty. People like to watch and stuff with a little. Me too. I've beaten this game way too many times. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, man. You know what? What I'm going to do, I'm going to Google it right now. Vietnamese crystal. Yup, there it is. Attach the health child to the elf. In everybody will pull out. Oh man, I had a website that has a bunch of the quotes from it. That is hilarious. I forgot all about that. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, this mod is wicked nice. Very pretty. And it also has better audio and stuff too. Remix music by this guy Final Fan Tim. Very talented. You played it on an emulator for an hour? That's what I thought you meant. Long story short, Genova came to Earth in like a meteor ball and was a jerk. Is it just the dialogue that's changed? Is the gameplay or the gameplay mechanics essentially the same? In that Vietnamese crystal? Oh. I was just climbing those stairs without looking. A ramp or whatever it is. Your town's burning. It's on fire. Yeah, when I typed it into Google, actually, it popped up a bunch of like in Google Images. You know, it shows the preview. It shows a bunch of text boxes. It has your elf monster you were talking about. You know what's messed up to me to this day about this game? Can anyone tell me why? Alright, so the whole town's burning, right? How come when you go back later, the town is not burned? It's not burned down. It looks totally normal. Did Shinra just rebuild it or something? Oh, cutscene of sickness. But yeah, when you go to Nibelheim again, I just never really understood why. Yeah, because of reasons. I don't know. Game logic. They just never really explain what happened. It's like you see it burn down. I know. It's not Nintendo logic, though. We're talking about RPG logic, which sometimes makes sense, I suppose. I guess not. Papa. Well, we burned through this memory scene pretty fast. Again, I think that's probably the fastest I've done it. No. I use OBS, Open Broadcast Software. I used to use XSplit, but it's not as good. Actually, the reason I used XSplit is an older version of OBS that I tried first didn't work. For some reason, it wasn't hooking into games for me, and it was just giving me a black screen. So I had no choice. No Final Fantasy games? Yeah, you were telling me that. Well, this is 7. This is, a lot of people consider it their favorite. It's not my favorite, but it's probably my second favorite. I like 6 better. Some old school. 6 is on SNES. But yeah, the XSplit is what but it's pay for. I was paying like $15 a month for it, which is a lot more expensive than free. OBS is free. And now that OBS works for me, I'm never looking back. Well, the reason they call it Final Fantasy, a little game trivia for you. The head director of Final Fantasy, Square as a company, the company that makes these games, was failing back in the 80s. They had made a few games, but they were losing money. So they decided to make an adventure kind of game, a role-playing game. And they were going to put all their money into it. Thus, the name Final Fantasy, because they figured if it wasn't successful, it would be the last game they ever made. So it was like their final dream or their final shot at making money. And it was extremely successful. Sold something like 3 million copies in Japan alone, the first one. And also, Curtis, Chambers 8, I can tell you from experience too that OBS encodes way better. It's fast. It's way faster. Because obviously, depending on your rig, you could lose game speed, drop frames or something. Yeah, no one wants those sequels. Nobody wants those sequels. Every Final Fantasy sequel is trash. X-2 is okay. It's playable. But it's just kind of a fan service game, more or less. They just made it to appease fans and... They made, the Final Fantasy games really made, engineered a lot of tropes that are common in today's role-playing games. Like, honestly, you probably wouldn't even have Pokemon at all if it wasn't for Final Fantasy. Or Dragon Quest. Okay. That's been on my mind this whole time, just wanting to equip her with that mythical claw. Heal. Earth sucks. But I always want to like level materia, so probably gonna end up dropping it. There's an awkward point in the game when all the good weapons have like no materia slots. Like the Yoshiyuki sword only has 2. It's just kind of a weird place. Okay, so off to Chocobo Land. Alright, so the next enemy skill that we're hunting for, I need to get level 4 Suicide first. Okay. So I guess what I need first is a move called level 4 Suicide. Alright, so the first thing is to find these enemies called moos, which are like little moles in the ground. Doggy! And then once you find a moo, hopefully they'll use level 4 Suicide. These are not moose. Yes, I do see it. I see the dog. Yeah, what I literally do is I just have the game in a window. I play on a really big TV, so I have the game in a window on the left, and then I have my chat. It's just literally a web browser window with the chat popped out, so it looks the same as what you're seeing. It's like my favorite emote. Makes me smile. Alright, let's hear this bird. Oh, he just did it! That's awesome. I don't know how many times... I've never seen that happen. How about that? This run is going kind of well, all things considered. Yeah, I like the dog. Makes me laugh. He's cute. I'm sure it has some other meaning. Yeah, I mean, you love Final Fantasy games if you like Pokemon type games. I mean, they're pretty much similar in structure. There's a huge difference, obviously, but at the same time, a lot can be said. They're in the same genre practically, so Japanese turn-based RPG. Nice. Okay, so that leads me to... What do I gotta do now? Okay. Now the tricky part, Choco Buckle. You get this move from the Chocobos, but only certain ones. First go to the farm. Go to where you got the lure and buy the most expensive greens he has. Make sure you get 2 to 3 just in case. You never know when these Chocobos are just going to run off before your character even threw the thing. Now the Chocobo you're after is a level 16. It usually appears with the ostriches and the elephants. When it's finished munching, use level 4 Suicide. Okay, that sounds easy. No, this is not emulator. This is an actual copy of the game. Oh, the first summon material. My second playthrough of the game, I actually forgot. Hey, they shortened the dance. That sucks. I wanted to see it. Aww. That actually makes me kind of sad. They're supposed to do this dance thing and they do it. Aww. Disappointment. It's one of the best parts of the game. I definitely can't get beta yet. Beta is an enemy skill you get from an enemy that's like way too strong. I don't have money? Whoa, I don't even have money for a chocobo lure? Wow. I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me before. I did spend a lot on Calm. I guess I didn't really think about it. This game came out in '97, I think? There's no store here to sell anything. Not until you get the lure. That sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to earn money the old-fashioned way. Random battles. I use a Samson Meteor for my microphone. There's two microphones that are like, they're not garbage. A lot of people use like a headset microphone, Turtle Beach headset kind of microphone, and people like that. That way you don't get the problem of like feedback. You won't get your audio from your game hitting your microphone. But I like this setup better because my speakers are far enough away people can not really detect it very well. The only other one that I would recommend is called a Snowball. A Snowball or a Samson Meteor are really good if you want a, like a... I don't know if you could see it in the window. If you want to set up like that, but otherwise a lot of streamers use a headset for their game audio and a mic attached to that. But I hate headsets with a passion. I don't like wearing them. They're not comfortable. I bought a $100 headset too, and I can't stand it. My ears sweat and it's gross. Yeah, and you know, that's how we're similar, Curtis, is that I wore a headset at work for so long, at 2 different jobs over the course of like 4 years, that I cannot stand headsets anymore. I feel like a prisoner. But Snowball or Samson Meteor are very good. And they're not expensive either. And then you can go like real try hard and get like an insane microphone. Whatever you do, don't buy one that's called a dynamic microphone. Those are for singing and shit. But like dialogue works better with whatever kind this is. Dynamic are like the ones you... And I have enough money. Chocobos didn't dance for me. Still heartbroken. I've actually seen a lot of videos where dudes have the Snowball. I broke my Meteor. Sometimes it has an issue. I think I'm gonna sell all these. Boy. Okay. I think what I'm gonna have to do, I'll save. I gotta change my setup too, so it's on weight. Oh man, that stupid nut bar or whatever I was eating, one of the little pieces almost killed me. Okay, so config. Wait. Save. Please. First try. That's how this run's been going. It's a very first try run. And I probably just screwed myself for saying that. So anyone that's unfamiliar with this game. Oh, first try. There it is. That's the one. Mimet, that's the one. That's how it used to be. It says I'm supposed to do it when it's done eating. Oh, that would count. Come on, Tifa. Please work. Ha! It worked. Nice. I've never gotten that enemy skill before. Like, back in my time, because I've been gaming for like 25 years, yeah, everything came from Japan, because that's kind of where video games got their start, their successful start, with Nintendo and Sega. And that was like the first really big video game dynasty. Mithril Mines, Flamethrower, the little bug guy. It always uses the move on whoever has the highest health. Alright, and then the next time I have to worry about an enemy skull is all the way in the prison. I mean, for a while, I thought that Xbox was going to take over for consoles. I mainly play on PC anyway, but for the console war, I thought Xbox was going to take over, but the way they handled the Xbox One was horrible. They just, I don't know, they made themselves look stupid with the kind of crazy rules and digital rights management and stuff that they had when they were releasing it. And then PS4 took that under a huge advantage and just pretty much said, oh, well, all that stupid stuff they said, that's not what our console does. So I don't know. I think there's a good balance of competition now. To be honest, I don't want to see either one of them take over. I don't want to see either one of them be like really, really, really better than the other. It is impossible to catch chocobos on active. That's why I put it on wait, so. There we go. Bird. Good old chocobos. Alright, so... Oh, that's part of the music. It always uses it on whoever has the highest health. And Tifa doesn't, so... 460. Oh, she does. Well, for now. As she gets hit. So we're looking for a beetle thing that's flying. How do you turn on the little... There. I'm kind of addicted to the little pointy thing. Ooh, long range. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. There he is. Just gotta get rid of the snakes. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Easy as pie. Wow, this run is going so well. Like, for real. I forgot to put it back on active. But that's easily remedied. My wife and daughter are on their way home. But they're far away, so we'll probably have another hour. So now I don't have to worry about enemy skill for quite a long time. Got crabs. Oh, I forgot to change it again. There's nothing up there, right? Yes, sir. Well, no, not a remaster. It's modded. It's called Final Fantasy VII Bootleg. It's not even really a bootleg. It's actually... Ooh, I got a respin. Did I switch it back to active? I'll give you a link that has the forum. I did. Okay. Let me get you a link that has how to do it. This link has all the instructions if you want to do it yourself, and kind of explains a bit about it. All you need is a retail copy of Final Fantasy VII. And that goes for any of the versions. There's 3 major versions. One is Steam, one is the 1998 box version, and one is the 2000 something. But everything's updated with this particular mod. The music, graphics. There's the link. But yeah, as you can hear, the music is remastered. Battle graphics look better. Even the movie files are filtered and made to look better. Look, it was like, give Aerith my regards, and he slapped her. Rodro, thank you very much for the follow, man. Certainly appreciate that. Got quite a few followers today running this game. It is a wonderful game. I hear some weird noise in my apartment, like it's crappy plumbing or something, running water. Ugh. Oh, Fort Condor. Fun times. Oh, you need money for this. At least to be okay at it. Maybe I have more stuff I can sell? What's vampires, Curtis? The bedbugs? Probably. I almost played that vampire game. I don't know if you ever played it. Masquerade Bloodlines or something. It's kind of a... I think it's a D20 based role-playing game. Vampires the Masquerade. No, it's not Vampires in the Apartment because it just stopped. And it's daylight savings time, so they wouldn't be coming out for another hour. Duh. Ooh, I hope not. Well, if it was Brad Pitt, I guess it wouldn't be that bad. Ugh, I climbed the ladder for nothing. Yeah, Vampire the Masquerade, that's it. Oh, is it a hot topic? Ugh. The game looked kind of good. I don't know about the paper game, but I mean, there's a I actually have a copy because it was on sale on Steam. For people that are like, yeah, I think I know what you mean. See, like when I role play and I get down with my nerd self, I like to be a warrior, a wizard, a magus, a cleric. Being like a goth vampire guy isn't like what I don't know. That's not my my bag. Alright, you need to blow a lot of money on this game. On this mini game. Oh, you know what? I don't know how it's gonna run. Holy moly. It should be a huge hint to everyone when you can sell her weapon. I guess the question is... Yeah, let's just go crazy. Who cares? Never gonna need those again. Probably don't need those either. I don't really plan on catching chocobos. Curtis, you want some loco weed? Is there anything of importance I can buy here? Oh, definitely not. What settles that? I don't think I need to use the... Oh, you can do it for free, so why not? What I'm worried about is the whole limiter problem. I might have to close the game and open it, just to check my settings. Because the Fort Condor minigame is just like the motorcycle, so anyone that was around and watched the motorcycle part knows what I'm talking about. There was no frame limitation, and it was insanely over fast, so I'm gonna save it in an empty spot just to be safe. So I'm gonna close it, and then I'm gonna restart the game. I gotta wait for all the mod stuff to shut down. Okay, mod stuff shut down. Okay, shut down. Good. Alright, so configure. Now where did it get screwed up? Minigame limiter, it's set to on. Oh, vertical sync must be on. Oh, wow. Okay. I was having a little issue with VSync earlier. I don't think it'll be that big a deal. I think what was slowing me down earlier was trying to run this Streamwise at 60 FPS. So I don't think VSync will be that bad. Only one way to find out, right? Let me make sure it's working. On my stream. Yep. Looks good. Okay, so get my chat back up. Oh no, oh, my nose is itchy. It is lagging. Ugh. VSync is not my friend. I'll have to come up with another solution. Ooh, I could see the difference. It is much slower with VSync on. Whatever, I'll just get this one thing out of the way with the VSync on, and Yeah, I can tell the difference though. It's because it's in a window. Next time I stream this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my laptop so I can see my chat on a different screen instead of playing in a window. Stop it, Cloud. No, stop. I don't care. I just want the Phoenix materia. Ten enemies. Oh, I can't see the little red line. I like that little red line. Oh, I thought they improved it. It still looks like ass. The enemies are improved. Ugh. Looks like butt. Looks like worse than butt. We'll just start with this.